In the heart of Europe, a continent whose history we believe is meticulously written and understood, there are whispers of a past so profound, so revolutionary, it threatens to shatter the very foundations of our knowledge. Beneath the rolling green hills of Bosnia, a secret is buried. A secret that could either be one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of all time, or one of the most elaborate deceptions. This is the story of the Bosnian Pyramids, a saga of forbidden history, fierce debate, and the tantalizing possibility of a forgotten world. Welcome to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history. Today, we journey to the picturesque Visoko Valley, a place of serene beauty that has become the epicenter of an intellectual storm. For nearly 2 decades, this tranquil landscape has been the stage for a controversy that has captivated the world and divided the scientific community. It all began with a bold, almost unbelievable claim from one researcher. A claim that these are not hills at all, but colossal structures engineered by an advanced ancient civilization. The man at the heart of this story is Dr. Semir Osmanagic. In 2005, while surveying the hills near the town of Visoko, he was struck by their near-perfect geometry, four-sided, with distinct edges and what appeared to be cardinal alignment. They seemed to defy the random hand of nature. He named the largest of them the Pyramid of the Sun, its shadow perfectly blanketing a neighboring hill he dubbed the Pyramid of the Moon. Another was named the Dragon Pyramid. His hypothesis was explosive. These were not natural formations, but the largest and oldest human-made pyramids on Earth, remnants of a culture that existed tens of thousands of years ago. If verified, this discovery would do more than just add a new chapter to our history books. It would force a complete rewrite. The conventional timeline of European history tells us of hunter-gatherers and the slow dawn of agriculture, with grand-scale construction appearing much, much later. The existence of a sophisticated society in this region, capable of such monumental engineering millennia before the great civilizations of Egypt or Mesopotamia, is an idea that mainstream science simply cannot easily accommodate. It points to a forgotten epoch, a lost civilization with technological prowess far beyond anything we thought possible for that era. It would mean that a highly advanced culture flourished and then vanished, leaving behind only these enigmatic, earth-covered giants as silent testaments to their existence. Driven by this possibility, Dr. Osmanagic and his team of volunteers and researchers began excavations. What they claim to have found has only deepened the mystery. They uncovered what appear to be massive, geometrically precise stone blocks fitting together with incredible accuracy, forming paved terraces and walls buried beneath a meter of soil and vegetation. Proponents argue that the material of these blocks resembles a type of ancient, high-quality concrete, a technology that shouldn't have existed in the deep past. Even more astounding was the discovery of an intricate network of underground tunnels, now known as the Ravne tunnels, stretching for miles beneath the valley. Inside these tunnels, researchers found large, sculpted ceramic blocks and, crucially, organic materials. Carbon dating of these materials has yielded staggering results, suggesting human activity in the area dating back over 30,000 years. For those who believe, the evidence is overwhelming. They point to the precise orientation of the Pyramid of the Sun to the cosmic north, a feature common in ancient monumental architecture. They speak of anomalous energy readings, allegedly emanating from the pyramid's apex, which they interpret as a sign of advanced ancient technology, perhaps a power source or a communication device. For its proponents, Visoko is not merely an archaeological site, it is a sacred place, a source of profound energy, and a key to unlocking humanity's true, forgotten history. The pyramids are not just stone and earth. They are a message from our distant ancestors, an echo of a time when humanity was more than we remember. However, where some see intelligent design, others see nature's grand, enigmatic deception. The international academic community, primarily mainstream archaeologists and geologists, has met these claims with firm and often fierce skepticism. They contend that the so-called pyramids are nothing more than natural geological phenomena. The scientific term for these formations is flatirons, which are common features in the region, simply hills made of layers of sandstone and clay sculpted into their pyramid-like shape by millennia of erosion. The very geology of the area, they argue, is prone to creating such angular forms. These skeptics dismiss the entire project as a pseudo-scientific endeavor, perhaps driven by a desire to create a new, grander national identity for a country still healing from the wounds of war. They argue that the geometrically precise stone blocks are not ancient concrete, but natural conglomerate formations, broken and fractured by tectonic forces into rectangular shapes. The intricate network of underground tunnels they propose is not a prehistoric labyrinth, but the remnants of old mining shafts, common in a region rich with mineral resources. European archaeological associations have been particularly vocal, urging caution and accusing the project of damaging legitimate medieval and Roman heritage sites in the area in its quest for a mythical past. For these scientists, the Bosnian Pyramids are a cautionary tale of how easily enthusiasm can overshadow evidence, and how the allure of a fantastic story can obscure a more mundane, natural truth. This clash of narratives has created a fascinating and often contentious divide. On one side, we have a passionate group of researchers and volunteers who believe they are uncovering a forbidden history, fighting against an academic establishment they see as dogmatic and closed-minded. On the other, we have the gatekeepers of established science who argue they are defending their discipline from unsubstantiated claims that lack rigorous, peer-reviewed proof. Yet, between these two opposing poles, a third perspective has emerged. This more cautious group acknowledges that the features in the Visoko Valley are indeed unusual. While they may not be convinced of the ancient pyramid hypothesis, they also feel that dismissing the site outright without further study is premature. They call for unbiased, long-term international scientific investigation, free from the sensationalism and the controversy that have so far defined the project. They suggest that even if these are not true pyramids in the Egyptian sense, the site might hold significant, yet misunderstood, geological or anthropological importance. Perhaps the tunnels were adapted by ancient peoples, or the hills themselves were recognized as sacred and modified in some way. In this view, the real value of Visoko may not lie in a spectacular lost civilization, but in the unique insights it could offer into Europe's deep, complex past, revealing a story that is subtler but no less important. The enigma of the Bosnian Pyramids continues to captivate and divide, a modern-day historical drama played out on the hillsides of the Balkans. It forces us to confront the boundaries of our knowledge and the nature of belief itself. The story is a powerful reminder that our understanding of the past is never complete, that history is not a static book, but a living, breathing entity, constantly being reinterpreted and rediscovered. The lush green hills of Visoko stand as a silent challenge to our assumptions, their true nature still veiled in mystery. They are either a monumental testament to a forgotten chapter of human history, or a profound lesson in the power of the natural world to create wonders that mimic our own designs. As we continue to dig, to analyze, and to debate, we are left staring into the abyss of our own forgotten history. What other secrets, what other echoes of time lie waiting to be unearthed just beneath the surface of our modern world?